to the Prime Minister, the Foreign Minister, the amazing team at Advance, the living legend Ken Allen, thank you for this, this very generous award, for which I graciously accept. Glenn mentioned earlier the million Aussies, expats, and I want to pay tribute to them and those who came before, for each and every one of whom has planted another stone on that pathway, paving that yellow brick road for people like me to go and chase their dreams on the world stage. Often tonight you only hear about the glamour and the successes. You don't hear about the sacrifice and the failures that go into it. You know, in 2012, I walked out of a really good job at a really good company because I was very curious and frustrated with where financial services was leading globally. So I quit my job, booked a one-way ticket, packed half a bag, and landed in a country that was going through a severe recession, in an industry that had lost its way, in the toughest city on earth. The only problem was, I had an Aussie passport and a 90-day tourist visa, no job, no contacts, no friends, and frankly, no bloody idea what I was getting myself into. And there was one person who believed in me right from the word go, and she believed in me when I had, you know, when I was a nobody and had nothing in a faraway land. I'm not sure if she felt sorry for me and my craziness of my journey, or just couldn't understand the Crocodile Dundee accent, but for Rebecca, the highly intelligent, gorgeous brunette, it was love at second sight, and for me it was love at third sight, and I'm honored to be her husband, and we share a wonderful life together. To thank everyone who's bought my books and read it, and more importantly, put it into action. You know, finance is a force for good in the world, and there's no better time than now to put that into practice, because the world needs more jobs, it needs more economic prosperity, more sustainable prosperity, and there's no more important industry than financial services to do that. And if you're thinking about changing the world, and you're thinking about a career, that's the industry to be in at this period in history. Because there's a choice. You can either be the change or be part of the problem. You can be the change or part of the problem. We need more people on the winning team. I want to thank HSBC and my colleagues, in particular Antonio and Pablo, who've opened the door and shined the light for me. My colleagues on all the management committees and executive committees on which I've had the honor to serve. And more importantly, thank our customers and the communities we serve, because we're here for them and they're the reason why we can do what we do. And I mentioned a winning team. I want to thank my parents, David and Rosemary Balkin, who came to Australia. Came to Australia in 1980, sight unseen. My mum was 8 months pregnant. And I'm not sure that nearly 40 years later, even in your wildest dreams, this country would have indeed demonstrated that it is the lucky country in the way it has done. And everything I've achieved in my life, professionally and personally, is because of their sacrifice, their hard work, their role modeling, and their values. Mum and Dad, this is for you. Thank you.